Good morning, good people. Today is Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Wow, this month has flown by. Here we are in southwestern Nevada, west of Sin City, east of Death Valley, south of Area 51, in Art Bell, George Norrie territory, hardscrabble territory, people who had to work hard to get what they have, and there's no reason you should get it free. I worked for mine. If you don't have something, it's because you didn't work. Okay, cool, good. That's the territory we live in. The area where the church people in the churches were in the middle of a revival. God is great. And they don't notice there are more people at the Roadhouse playing slot machines that go to their church all week. There's more people there right now than go to church on Sunday at their church. But we're in a revival. Jesus is great. God is great. I don't care what everyone else says. I don't care what all the studies show. No, we're in the middle of revival. So that's where we at. Pahrump or Pahrumpertucky, you choose. However, the good news about it is that, okay, there we go. And we can say, good morning, Miss Trinkle, wherever you are. Bonk. All right, so today is day 3, week 2 in our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Right. Yeah, this is our 4-week course, 7 days a week for 4 weeks. We are in day 3 of week 2 inside my skull-sized kingdom, and we're focused on the reticular activating system. Say that 3 times very fast. We're going to talk more about that later in a minute, in a few minutes perhaps, but advice from an 80-year-old. We'll start with advice from an 80-year-old, marry only for love. Right. And Seth Godin's contribution to the day is seeing the lottery. It's kind of a long one. We don't have time. Time is racing. This is day 2. We started the project, the lava gel MRE kit project. Started that yesterday, night shift. Got pretty good. Got about 8,000 packs made. It's a good start. Today's the first full day. And what can I tell you about that? Today is the first full day. Let's see what's going on out there. Somebody just sent me a text. That was weird. Well, what time is it where you are? It's not 6 here yet. Leave at 6:05. Well, can't leave without them. Okay. So, once again, we'll see what happens. So, my car, to make it easy for the people, my car is there. All they need to do is be at the car at 6 o'clock. So I just got a text from Bob. It's now 6 o'clock saying no one is here. Right. No one is there. That's probably okay because they're not supposed to be there till 6. But this is a good lesson. Let's see who's supposed to be there. Bob. Denise, Annabelle, Billy, and Santos. So Billy and Santos, Bob, Annabelle, and Denise. Okay. All right. So our theme of today is you are who you believe you are. You are who you believe you are. Where is that? You are who you believe you are. So this is part of the reticular activating system. You are who you believe you are. And let's see if I forgot anything else to talk about right now. Got the advice from an 80-year-old, Seth Godin, seeing the lottery, Darren Hardy, the switch that turns average into elite. Yeah. Sometimes trash talking elite players leads them to flip into indomitable mode. Right. Yes. So, all right, let's talk about the reticular activating system, and you are who you think you are. The reticular activating system is a part at the top of our brainstem, a bunch of neurons about the size of our little finger, and that's kind of the filter for what comes into your brain. Mark Dawes will say about 400 billion bits of information come into our brain every second. I think he says 400 billion, not 400 million, but every second things are streaming in, all of the pixels, all of the noises, all of the nerve things. And most of it we block out because it's unimportant until it becomes important. You know, how the bottom of your feet feel don't matter until you step on a tack, and then bam, instantaneously it gets through to your brain. But before that, we don't even notice we have feet. We don't notice the ground until we focus on it. Okay, so the reticular activating system acts like a filter out there, constantly scanning all information available to you to support your beliefs, to support our beliefs. It supports it to support it. So it's constantly scanning all information available to you. What we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, etc. It's constantly scanning that to support our beliefs. So a good example of that would be our ears are constantly scanning all information available to us to support our beliefs. Great example would be you're in a room facing this direction, somebody comes up behind you in that direction, they're talking to someone else, and they say, hey, is that, fill in your name, hey, is that Ed over there? I will hear that. I don't even know the guys behind me. I don't know what they're talking about, but the second my name is spoken, I hear it. Magic. No, reticular activating system. Another example he gives is for women. When you get a new dress, new pair of shoes, you notice everyone else that has the new dress, new pair of shoes, new car. Whatever is important to you, your brain seeks out or notices. It cuts through the filter. When driving your car, we're daydreaming. The second the guy in front of us puts his red lights on, back, boom, back into conscious driving mode. That is the reticular activating system. It is not the law of attraction. It is not praying. It's the reticular activating system. That's what it has evolved to do. So we can prime it. We can prepare it. We can put the beliefs in there, things that are important to us in there. Like if you say, I want to go on if you commit to, I want to go to Costa Rica, and you have that belief embedded into you that you're going to go to Costa Rica. Well, all of a sudden, you'll notice anything that has to do with Costa Rica. You didn't notice it before, but now that Costa Rica is important to you, You notice it. So we can prime the RAS. We can prepare the RAS. And the starting point would be in today's Mimo-Themo. You are who you believe you are. So this is where we got to take a hard look at ourselves, at the person we see in the mirror, and say, who do I actually believe I am? Do I actually believe I'm a sinner? Do I believe I'm a bad person? But I want to be a good person, but I'm really a bad person. If that's your belief, that's who you will be. So you need to change it around. Hence, from a neuroscience perspective, going around referring to yourself as a sinner, I'm a sinner. All you're doing is giving yourself permission to sin. All you're doing is noticing other people who are sinners. All you're doing is lowering the bar. Jesus didn't say, your sins are forgiven for today, but I know you're going to go back and sin more. So good on you, mate. Don't worry. Don't. I'm forgiving your sins. But don't worry. I know you're going to sin again. Don't worry about it. You're a sinner. No. You have to prepare. But the key is you can't trick the RAS. You are what you believe you are. You can change your beliefs, but you have to believe you can change your beliefs. You have to believe you can program the RAS to the things. This is another reason Warren Buffett talks about we become like the 4 people we associate with most. They mold us because that's who we believe we are. We believe we're like those people. So yeah. Well, I'm going to have to call this. I think I'm going to have to call this. It is 6:08. It's 6:08, and the guys don't seem to be there. So it looks like I'm going to have to call them up on the phone to find out where they are. So with that, we're going to say Shivas and Shalomo. Shalomo? End session. Okay, end.